Well, hello everybody and welcome back to the channel, friends. Great news. It's time for some Saturday morning React-TOONS, this time featuring Mobile Suit Gundam, episode 17, Zeon's Secret Mine. We have to get into this, friends, because I'm really wondering what White Base is going to do now that Gundam and Amuro are gone. If you could do me a favor, hit that like button, smash that subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. It greatly helps out a small channel and allows me to alert you next time it's time for Gundam or any of our sci-fi fare. And of course, if there's anything that we do that you would like early or in its full-length format, the link to our Patreon is in the description. If you're not a fan of Patreon, consider YouTube memberships. You'll get all of our episodes at least a day early. But my dear friends, all that is then and this is now. And what is now? Now it's time for Zeon's Secret Mine, the 17th episode of Mobile Suit Gundam. Prepare to engage maximum warp reaction. And away we go!
This was the flagship of Rear Admiral Cassilia. Cassilia was paying a visit to Makuve, who supervised the mining of resources which were considered vital by both the Zeons and the Federation.
Dope. That is literally a terrible job. Kid, what are you thinking, man? I had your back for most of this. I do not have it now. This is This is an immature move, man. You're showing your age. The hell is that, man? One thing I don't know about is the fuel source for Gundam. I mean, it's not just like solar or something like that where it's perpetual. I wouldn't think. Maybe. I don't know.
Well, a deserter would quite naturally be executed on the spot without a trial.
No! That can't be!
Huh?
I'm afraid martial law dictates that, but I'm just wondering.
How can you consider doing that to your friend?
Frau is in uniform.
Don't get so worked up, Frau Bo. We're not regular military, so there's no chance he's gonna get punished so severely.
But Ryu, we can't overlook Amuro's constant immature behavior or else set a bad example.
You need to stay quiet. Say like you have no room to talk.
Then where are you going, Frau Bo? I'm going to look for Amuro!
Oh my god.
Do you think if they tried to put Amuro in jail, he'd launch an attack on White Base with Gundam?
Yes, that's exactly what's going to happen, children. How are you going to find him?
I'll make sure no one does anything to harm Amuro. Trust me, you have my word.
I guarantee Amuro's safety too.
So are you willing to go find him?
I guess that's the easiest way, huh? Has she always been in that uniform? Dear God, am I just noticing that that's like one of White Base's like uniforms? It's the coloring's off on the shoulders. Dear God, I might just be recognizing that for the first time. He shoots her. I was joking. I was joking. Dear God, dude. Remember, Frau, he was going to leave without saying goodbye to you.
I'm sorry for barging in, Amuro. I didn't mean to startle you.
Isn't this what everyone's worried about? Their mobile suit?
Yeah, you stole it.
What do they have to forgive me for?
People were talking about it. Kai said deserters should be severely punished.
So that's how everybody feels about it?
Oh, God.
Hold on. We need you back there on White Base, Amuro, because everyone depends on your strength. Huh? So you're running away again?
Yeah, lean into that.
No one will approve of you as a pilot, and
There we
that's
go.
why you can't come back to White Base.
Nobody knows how I feel about things.
Oh, boy.
How long do they expect us to sit around here?
That's pretty cool.
They say Central Asia is a neutral region, but actually the place is full of Zeons. We can't radio our destination. They'll intercept.
We're in Central Asia. Okay.
I'll shoot him when Amuro comes back. Ah!
Yeah, Kai, that seems like it's going to happen.
I'm getting a metallic reading at 2 o'clock.
You're going to end up killing her. A base? Old base.
Who's that?
Cassilia.
Just as we'd anticipated, this mine is a very good solium deposit. With another 5 mines like this one, our forces will...
It's not only about solium.
Solium?
And we will guarantee ourselves complete control over the masses after the war is over.
You can definitely count on me.
What does solium do? It might answer my power question.
You'll have all the men and equipment you need.
Ah, this must be the Zeon mining facility. I can't believe I found it.
Hey, what's going on up there? I want you to talk to me.
No! What if they see you?
Cut it out, Amuro. What do you think I am, a klutz?
You can walk around it.
You go back to White Base and tell them about the mine and its location.
What about you?
I'll stay and listen in to see if I can get more information.
Yes, all right.
Think Amuro might have sold us out and joined the other side?
No way.
But who knows? They'd treat him like a hero if he brought them Gundam.
The way he's been acting, it wouldn't surprise me at all.
Amuro, you've done a really good job with your PR back on White Base.
Doesn't look like there's even one Zaku within sight. I can handle this alone.
Oh, for God's sakes. Amuro, buddy, I can't defend you on any of this, man. I had your back, but you are acting reckless.
If I take out this mine with Gundam, then I'll save the Federation from having to mobilize. Let's see what bright and Mirai do then. They won't mess around with me again.
Dear God. Now watch, like, 30 Zakus will pop out.
What's going on?
Come this way.
Now, the guy who looks like an older version of Garma, that must be the Makuve.
I don't care if I'm found and captured by the Zeons.
Oh, check this shit out.
Prepare the Odzum for launch.
Listen to me, Makuve. I'm not sure I can forgive you for not having detected that Federation mobile suit. This is a good opportunity to test the Odzum. I want you to do it.
Odzum? Dear God, he's just wading into him. Might as well just murder.
That's it.
No, Amuro, you deserve to get your ass handed to you here, bud. Yep, here we go. Oh, that's a cool shot. Unshielded shot. So what is this? Odzum? Is that what they called it? It's like swishing it around down there, killing everybody. Lost your shield. Dude, what is going on with you, bro? At least Frau made it back to White Base. Is that whole thing what they were talking about? Probably, right?
Its capability seems superior to what Garma's data suggests. Approach it carefully, Makuve.
Ma'am.
She's a badass. I like that whole look.
It's above me.
Odzum? Again, I'm trying to get these things right.
Launch leader.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
What's this?
Maybe not stand in the middle of it. Oh boy. Is that like electrifying it? If it conducts through Gundam, it could literally kill Amuro.
4,000 degrees outside? Is it because of that weird sand-like material?
Surface temperature reaching critical stage, releasing 98% of all energy for protection of pilot and circuits.
Pilot. I wonder if this is designed to kill the pilot and keep the Gundam.
We have an edge over the enemy when it comes to mobile suit research.
The magnetic radiation field is weakening. Finish him off.
Yes, certainly.
Magnetic radiation field.
He deflected it.
A Zaku would have been severely weakened by this time. What's happening?
Yeah, he went with lance or spear, whatever it is.
Hurry! Shake him off!
gonna lose me? Think I can't hold on?
God, this is wildly reckless.
The game's over. Destroy the base before our secrets get out.
But we still have several men posted around the area.
I don't care. This is a matter of national security.
Oh boy.
Zeon base.
Well, there's no way White Base didn't see that flare. God, she looks badass.
We will have to speed up the deployment of our prototype mobile suits.
I did it.
Oh boy. What the hell are you doing? Are you out of your effing mind, Amuro?
This is no good. All data systems have been completely destroyed, so we can't find anything out about this base. Number 102 mining facility. This base is the number 102 mining facility? I don't understand. I was positive that this was the mine Admiral Revel said he wanted to take out. The other one must be an even bigger facility. No!
Amuro, you're losing your mind, buddy. Oh my God, does he have like a picture? Oh.
Who are you?
I was just passing by. There should be a rescue crew soon. Zeon or Federation. This is a flare. Use it if you see something. Make sure the tourniquet doesn't loosen.
You seriously think someone will come around here pretty soon to rescue me?
Of course I do. You should never lose hope, even in these conditions. See ya.
We'll cut back to his skeleton.
Frau Bow, are you absolutely certain this is the place?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Do you think Gundam managed to do this by itself?
Amuro doesn't know. This area wasn't their main base.
Yes, right. If it were, it wouldn't have fallen to Gundam alone.
And now they'll be aware that they are looking for their mines.
We have to assume that because of
triple
Gundam,
their
the enemy
guard.
will be digging their heels in harder than ever, and we'll all be paying the price.
Yep.
I can't see him anywhere. He ran away.
Frau Bow!
And she's off. Why don't you convert that mask vehicle into a flyer and save some time?
Who does he think he is?
An excellent question, Frau. All right, everybody, we just finished watching Mobile Suit Gundam, Episode 17, Zeon's Secret Mine, and the only thing left to do is talk about it. All right, everybody, we just finished Zeon's Secret Mine, the 17th episode of Mobile Suit Gundam. I can't defend him anymore. He had a very real, very understandable situation as far as his mental state was going with his PTSD and all of the stress and anxiety that he was under for being so young and thrust into such an important role. But dear God, this is just wildly reckless. This is almost suicidal. It's almost... and honestly, you can say that it's suicidal for Amuro, which it definitely is. He's a maniac now behind the controls of Gundam, screaming and, we've seen that type of stuff before. But earlier in the series, it was more like he was trying to like psych himself up, to try to kind of focus. And I understood what he was doing then because he was genuinely scared and he just needed something, so whenever he would yell out or scream or, cheer or whatnot, that seemed very in the moment. Now it seems almost manic. Now it seems like he is just he's sweaty and he's like, they're drawing him to look like he's sort of out of control, and it's being captured well in both the performance of the voice actor and also the way that they're actually visually showing him. Oh my God. And okay, Cassilia is awesome. The thing she pulls up, that is badass. I love the character design for her. She immediately kind of hits you with like foreboding. Good stuff for the intro of a character like that. No, I know we did see her before, but that was like with her family during the funeral for Garma. And then we saw her one other time, I think maybe on a vid screen. But this is the first time we kind of saw her in her combat attire. And I thought she looked just absolutely badass. So they're getting... also, I want to divert a little bit here too. That weapon that they used was very interesting. In any other, they made a point to mention that with a Zaku, the pilot or whatever, it would be neutralized by that time. 4,000 degrees, it's meant to cook the pilot. You cook the pilot, when the pilot's dead, you've got Gundam. The only problem is Gundam had enough whatever, shielding or whatnot, to be able to keep Amuro. 98% of its power went to taking care of that. So, I mean, he was in a deep shit if they didn't think that they had already cooked him. You know what I mean? They won't make that mistake again because they'll just sit there and leave it on for 6 hours or something like that, and he'll be a tater tot inside. And I don't know what they do with him. I really don't. I don't know what White Base does with Amuro when they catch up with him, and if he comes back or if he gets wounded, or in all likelihood, what's going to happen here is his actions are going to cost somebody something. Well, we haven't had, major character deaths. I never rule that out. I got lulled into a false sense of security with Robotech. So, I mean, we know that death exists in this world, but I mean, Garma was our number one person that has passed. We had the prior captain for White Base pass, but we haven't had any of our like really kind of mainstays that have lost their lives. Not to say that it couldn't happen. And if you were going to do it, if you were going to kill somebody like Bright or Frau's the one I'm really thinking could be in trouble here because she's out looking for him. That's that's the icing on the cake for Amuro's mental state. If he finds out that Frau died trying to find him, I mean, that's it. But if you're the creatives and you want to really make a point about what Amuro is doing, and especially if there's anybody out there that's still like me, I mean, I'll wave that flag for Amuro up until the last. And, I just now had to pull back a little bit. If anybody else is still championing him, killing Frau, really, that's the straw that breaks the camel's back for most fans of Amuro, I would think. I don't think that anybody could easily forgive him for an action that would cost us somebody like that. Now, again, who's to say exactly how this plays out, but it's really not looking good for the long-term relationship between Amuro now and White Base. I mean, it's great to add tension. It's a great narrative device to add tension, to have somebody that is technically, and I mean, there's no other way to put it, Amuro's mentally and emotionally unstable. He's out there absolutely the textbook definition of going rogue. You have no idea what he's doing. He has no idea what he's doing. And like Ryu said it best, I said we were at the same time during the reaction, but now that they've seen this one mining facility destroyed, every other mining facility in the region is going to double, triple, quadruple its defenses because they don't want to lose this, solium? I don't know what solium does. I don't know if it's like an active ingredient in munitions or if it's a fuel source, or maybe it's used for, create technology of like lithium or something like that. And if it's real, I have no idea what it is. So, again, I'm not a scientist, but at the same time, Zeon values it quite a bit, and they don't want it. They want to go to the point where they don't even want this to fall into anybody's hands, and they're willing to destroy their own infrastructure. And then they dropped the interesting bomb towards the end there, no pun intended. The Cassilia said they need to advance and kind of speed up their own prototype mobile suits. That's bad news. That is bad news, because let's say we get somebody like Rumba Raw and give him something that's almost as good as Gundam, maybe like 80%, 90% of Gundam. Amuro's in deep shit. And then you give it to Char. I mean, it's over. Char was out there in a effing Zaku. I know it's a modified one. And he's held his own against him when he has absolutely slayed the other Zakus. Be bad news for everybody. Magnetic radiation field was what they called. I think that's what that weapon was called, that kind of cage in the sand that went over him. That's a hell of a cool weapon. I mean, they really think of some interesting shit in this show. I really enjoy how they're really exploring different aspects of both Zeon sort of tech and then like what White Base sort of has to cobble together, because God knows we're not getting any type of supplies or any type of support coming from the Federation. Hell, if we could be like a fly on the wall of the Federation, they're probably thinking, oh, thank God we just got that thing flying out in enemy territory. It's diverting how many of their forces and how many of their superior like field commanders have been sent at like Rumba Raw, have been sent after White Base. I'm sure they want White Base to stay out there. Now, if they knew exactly how powerful Gundam was, I could absolutely see the Federation like sending as many ships as they could to capture Gundam. And I still don't rule that off, take that off the table. I still think that that could be something that they do in the future whenever they finally get off their asses and realize, holy crap, we've got a weapon of mass destruction that could change turn the tide, and we've got better pilots. And I'm not saying that, I've always championed Amuro, but it's not like there is nobody else anywhere in the world that's as good as him. That's not true. I'm sure there are people that are far superior pilots. Amuro's just had the most experience to date. This is a bad situation, friends. This is a really, really bad situation. But anywho, the only way to figure out what's going on with this story is to keep watching it. Friends, if you could do me a favor, hit that like button, smash that subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. It greatly helps out a small channel and allows me to alert you next time it's time for Gundam or any of our Saturday morning React tunes. And of course, if there's anything that we do that you would like early or in its full-length format, the link to our Patreon is in the description. And if you're not a fan of Patreon, consider YouTube memberships. You'll get all of our episodes at least a day early. Oh, but all that was then and this is now, and now, unfortunately, it's time for us to say goodbye from Mobile Suit Gundam, and to be quite frank, I need a break after this episode. I got a little fired up at Amuro. I need to simmer and bring down the temperature a little bit in my reactions before I jump into the next episode so I can, look at everything with a neutral eye and not something that's so heated with my own disappointment in Amuro, who is one of my favorite characters. Char. But friends, as the Greek chorus, somebody that watches what the creatives of Mobile Suit Gundam put together in the 70s, and we look around and find anybody that hasn't seen it before and say, hey, you really should watch Mobile Suit Gundam, we continue the story that they started. We spread the tale, and thus we become a vitally important part of their narrative. So to make ourselves officially a part of the narrative, our reward for such a service is to jump back into the episode to a favored scene. And so what I think we're going to do here, friends, for the first time, I hate to do this, we're going to leave Gundam and Amuro where they are. Nobody can reach them. If Frau Bo can't reach them, unfortunately, I don't think we can. We're on white base, friends, and we need to start doing what we can to help out there. Now, whenever we are brought together to discuss Amuro and the potentials for retribution or punishment, we have to decide amongst ourselves how we will discuss this in favor of leniency on Amuro, or are you in the severe camp? I'm not sure exactly where I am, friends. I think it all depends on whether or not anyone loses their life because of what Amuro has done. But again, the only way to find out what he does is to keep watching. Until then, my friends, Vulcan roll, and I'll see you.